What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler. Yes, I am wearing a Darth Vader mask because it is Star Wars Day. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the May the 4th Be With You reveals made by Funko. So let's get right to it. Okay, yeah, okay, you know what? I don't think the mask is going to work out well. So as I'm recording this video, Funko announced a huge set of Star Wars pops. Of course, today is May the 4th, but as this gets released, it will be Revenge of the 5th, or maybe if you're watching it on a Saturday, it's Return of the 6th. But we're going to be going through all of the reveals made by Funko as terms to Star Wars, whether they are pops, sodas, or even the game that they mentioned. So the first set of reveals that Funko announced is a new wave of ObiWan Kenobi pops, which has 6 commons and then 2 exclusive pops, which, yes, on the right side there is the Darth Vader that doesn't have anything, but it is confirmed to be a Walmart exclusive. And then we also have a couple of pocket pops, which I guess I'll get that over and done with because, I mean, I'm not entirely a big fan of pocket pops to begin with, but I do respect that there is the young Leia, because as far as I remember, I don't think they ever made a young Leia into a Funko Pop. And then you have the young Luke, which we'll get into in a little bit. So now we're going to be looking at the pops, which of course, I might as well start off with that young Luke on the bottom left there. That is near the end of the series where Obi-Wan Kenobi gives Luke Skywalker the ship there in toy form, which was pretty cool to see. Obviously, we have the Grand Inquisitor on the top left, which looks really awesome in Funko Pop form, especially the live action version. Those red eyes look really cool, and especially seeing that double-sided lightsaber. The Purge Trooper and the Fifth Brother are probably the most meh pops here. I mean, especially the Purge Trooper, we already got a pop of that during San Diego Comic-Con last year, so why do we even need another one? And then the Fifth Brother is not too bad, I guess. And then we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi in this set, which actually, in my opinion, is the best looking Obi-Wan Kenobi out of the Obi-Wan Kenobi pops. I really like the fact that he's holding the lightsaber, because the other ones are either just the lightsaber not ignited and then not ignited with his hood up, or you have the one that's riding the Eobi, which is a really cool pop. But I mean, we've been waiting for Obi-Wan Kenobi with this lightsaber out as terms to pop. And then we have the Ned B, which is kind of like a fan favorite as terms of the set. A lot of people were really excited to see this. I do like the detail, and I do like seeing characters that have never been made into pop form yet, like this character. And of course, the exclusive pop, speaking of another Purge Trooper, this is kind of pointless. I mean, why was this even a thing? Like, we could have gotten, especially like I mentioned earlier, there's a pocket pop of young Leia, but there's not an actual pop of young Leia. So why isn't there one? And that could have taken the spot as a Funko Shop exclusive, unless possibly we could be seeing a young Leia pop maybe as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this upcoming July. But then we have ourselves the Darth Vader with the partially torn mask. It is a pop we've been wanting since we seen that series released last year, and we actually released a video on the channel this week where it was basically ranking the best Funko Pops for each of the film and series for Star Wars. And for Obi-Wan Kenobi, I had mentioned that for that pop that I had chosen at the time, if they were to have made a Darth Vader with a partially torn mask, that would be the best pop in the Obi-Wan Kenobi set. And now that it's made, technically I can say that this is the best pop in the Obi-Wan Kenobi lineup for when I decide to redo that video at some point. And I mean, that pop is absolutely awesome. I love the detail where you do get to see inside of the mask. You see like the scars of Anakin Skywalker. You see the eye there. So I think that's pretty cool. I wish the attire was a little bit more battle damaged also besides the mask.
Anakin's gone. I am what remains.
Next up, Funko announced a set of pops for the Gaming Greats set, which will all be exclusive to GameStop. Now, these are some pretty cool pops. You have a couple of different troopers from various games, I believe. It does say Battlefront 2 as terms of the description, but I think on GameStop's website, some are listed as Battlefront 2, some are Fallen Order. But I do like the detail of the 3 different troopers, but I'm really intrigued by the battle damage General Grievous that is in this set. I mean, you got the battle damage right on the head. He's holding the 2 different lightsabers. It's not too bad. I like the one they did as a Hot Topic exclusive for the normal Star Wars lineup much better, since he has all 4 arms out with the 4 lightsabers, 2 being blue, 2 being green. But this is still a pretty decent version of General Grievous that is uniquely different compared to the other 2 that were made. Next up, we have ourselves Funko Sodas for Star Wars, in which we have ourselves Princess Leia, which is limited to 15,000 pieces, and Greedo, which is limited to 12,000 pieces. Now, once again, talking about videos we did on the channel this week, actually, yesterday, we did a video that is Star Wars sodas that Funko should make next, and MD actually mentioned Princess Leia, and now we have Princess Leia right here. We got the common version and the chase, which are basically from the same scene near the end where, of course, she is handing the medals to Luke Skywalker and Han Solo for destroying the Death Star. So it's cool that they did that, but I kind of did like MD's idea for the common and chase a bit better, which you guys definitely should check out yesterday's video to find out what he mentioned about his idea for this soda, but this isn't too bad. And then the Greedo soda, it's alright. I mean, you couldn't really do much of a difference between the common and the chase. It's not like you see Greedo throughout the series. I mean, you do kind of see, I believe, glimpse of Greedo maybe in the prequels, but obviously when you're watching A New Hope, that's obviously where he dies because of the shoot-off of who shot first between him and Han Solo in the cantina. So you couldn't really do much, but Greedo is a unique character to be made into a soda form. Next up, we have ourselves a 2-pack of Funko Pops featuring Ahsoka Tano and Darth Maul from Star Wars The Clone Wars, which will be exclusive to GameStop. Now, this one is not too bad. I mean, you got a cool Ahsoka Tano, you got Darth Maul, which looks cool also, and it makes sense for 2 reasons that this pop is being made right now. First one being is that this year does mark the 15-year anniversary of the Clone Wars series, so it's commemorating that. We'll probably see more Clone Wars pops, and especially Ahsoka pops, considering my second reason, that being that the Ahsoka Disney Plus series is coming out this August. So, I mean, a lot more Clone Wars, maybe a lot more Rebels pops, because Ahsoka was in that series also, may be releasing soon because of the release of Ahsoka. So, you do got Ahsoka Tano with the double lightsabers, one behind her, one in front, and then you have the Darth Maul with the double-sided saber in front of him. So this is not too bad of a 2-pack for the Clone Wars. Next up, we have ourselves 3 pop rides for the upcoming Hyperspace Heroes set exclusive to Amazon, which we have ourselves Ahsoka, Hera, and ObiWan Kenobi. I didn't want to bother mentioning the names of the ships in case I butcher the names, but these are all pretty decent. I mean, I do like the Hera one because she has an X-Wing, while I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan and Ahsoka have pretty much the same style of ship. It's just a slightly different model, I believe. But these are all pretty cool. I do like the idea of this. We talked about the Mando one recently on our podcast, and now we have these ones, which we will mention later on in the month when we review all of May's reveals. So these are pretty decent. I do like the Hera one the best out of them, but I am still looking forward to the Anakin Skywalker from Phantom Menace that was given as a sneak peek during the Funko WonderCon panel. So I can't wait to talk about that one, but these are still cool. And last but not least, for these May the 4th Be With You reveals, we have a new Star Wars game, and it's called Rivals. Now, I don't really know much about the Star Wars games per se, but from what I'm looking at here on the second slide on Instagram, I mean, it's got to be some sort of like card game, and you get some figures like I'm noticing here. Darth Vader, you got Asajj Ventress, which also is a character. Why haven't they made into Funko Pop form yet? We do see, I believe, Luke Skywalker, and then some sort of like clone trooper. I don't exactly know which one it is. It might be like one of those ones where it's like the 501st clone trooper or some sort of numbered clone trooper. But nonetheless, I don't know obviously how to play this, but this does seem unique for the younger audience of Funko fans to play. But people like me, I mean, I feel like a lot of the Funko games aren't really that intriguing, especially when you see games like Funkoverse being sold at a cheap price at your local like GameStop or Walmart, or even yet being sold at, let's say, like a Dollarama here in Canada or a Five Below in the States. I don't plan on picking this up, but I mean, I am intrigued to see how the game actually is at some point. And now that we're over with the reveals, I'm going to mention a couple of what I feel are my favorites as terms of these reveals. So I think first off, I do like the General Grievous from the Gaming Greats set. I think that's a cool, unique version of General Grievous. I like the Hera Pop Rides for the Hyperspace Heroes, but my absolute favorite has to be that Walmart exclusive Battle Damaged Darth Vader. I mean, we've been waiting for that for Obi-Wan Kenobi for a while, and it looks pretty decent now that we have it. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on me talking about of the May the 4th Be With You reveals from Funko. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your favorites from the announcements, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.